Hello, it's Eva. Thank you for watching my video, and today I'm going to talk about PTSD. PTSD is post-traumatic stress disorder. So basically, I was in a really bad place, and it caused me to be afraid of almost everything. Why? By what I mean by everything is like I can't tolerate loud noises or new people. Men, I am very terrified of because of my family that were yelling and screaming at me were men. So let's just get to it a little bit about my story. So basically, I was taken off my mom and placed with my grandparents. And my grandparents are supposed to be loving, caring, and nurturing. It wasn't like that at all. I was raised as a Mormon, and she has this high standards for my life at that point. I had to learn how to cook and clean and take care of my cousin, which was just a baby at the time. My grandmother had a lot of health issues, so I was taking care of her. And every time I would get in trouble or she thought I was stepping out of line, she would call my uncle. My uncle would come over and threaten to hit me. He would scream at me, and I would try and explain it's not that serious. She thinks I'm stepping out of line, but I'm not. And he would just still be like, well, you need to stop disrespecting her. I was never disrespecting her. I never dared because I did not want to have to be yelled at. If I wanted to go out and have fun with somebody, I had to tell her a week at a time. It couldn't be right then and there. I couldn't have sleepovers like that. Certain friends that I had, my grandma wouldn't let me hang out with them. She would call them sluts and whores and all this stuff when they weren't. But she would not let me see my mother. My mother was always trying to take care of me. She was not a bad mom. She worked 2 jobs just to make sure we had a roof over our head. And the reason why we were taking off my mother was because my brother was lying and saying horrible things about her. And my grandmother went ahead and believed it. So then we were just placed with her, and it was a nightmare. It was not great. It was very hard, and I remember I did try to take my own life because I thought I was going to have to deal with that for the rest of my life. I always thought that I was going to be stuck there and I was going to have to be always in fear. Right after graduation, I was kicked out. And it was the greatest thing of all because I didn't have to deal with her anymore. So then I met a guy, and I have 2 kids, and it was not that great. His family didn't treat me well at all. He was basically not being a good boyfriend. Sorry, it's a little hard to talk about these things. All I know is if you truly love somebody, you would never, ever, ever let them be hurt or feel like they were alone. So, as of right now, I am in therapy, and I'm using my service dog, April, to help me make my life a lot better so that way I'm not always living in fear. I'm still a little sketched out when there's men around. I usually try to go the other way or avoid the line, but ever since I had April, it's been a lot easier. April is a lab mix. She'll be 1 in April. She's for PTSD, and she's also going to learn how to help me with my orthostatic hypotension. Right now, she knows how to DBT, which is deep pressure therapy. She also knows how to alert to skin picking. She also knows how to detect when I'm not feeling too good to go and get some water and to lay down. She's an amazing dog, and right now she's currently out right now until she heals from her wound. She still tries to do her task work. She's such a great dog. And one more thing, I also do not support anyone that fakes a service dog. I am tired of seeing people taking in their pets into stores and have to be worried that my dog could probably get attacked again. So if you could do us all service dog handlers a favor, please, 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 please do not bring them in. If you need one, go see a doctor, talk to them, and go from there. But as of right now, we don't need that. We want to be able to be comfortable and not have to worry about that. It is not easy taking a service dog into anywhere because we're so afraid of being judgmental of how we're making our dogs look, the way they act. They always have to be well behaved. They always have to be, not seen. So if you're going to get one, if you need one, get a trainer. Let them help you set up what you need to do for your service dog. As of right now, I'm going through Alpha and Omega. They're super, super great. Like, April is so much better from since I had her. She was not all that great. So, I mean, she wasn't bad or anything, but she's a lot better. So, I definitely recommend if anyone, needs a little bit of training work, go to Alpha and Omega. So, if you like this video, hit that like button, and also please subscribe so that way I know that people are watching and people like my videos. So, stay tuned, and I hope you like this video.